Hello everyone, and we're here now to one of a very fast, speedy event here with event number 7, the Sprint. Hell yeah, we have a very long course here, a brand new one, pretty much different from the second season here. Meanwhile, the overall standings, the Kelvin Cosmos have taken the lead away from the Green Beans. Team Acid and the Poseidons are right behind. As we're going to take a look at this example run here, 4 marbles go at the same time, and they go on a brand new track set here, and they just had to speed down the course and try to reach the finish first. And to change things up, we're going to be going based on placements, and we're not going to be going by times anymore. So top 2 advance, 3rd place goes to their 3rd place 9 to 12 race, while 4th place goes to 13 to 16th race. Anyway, starting us off, we have Clover Clash, Whimsical Stars, Team Clear, and Team Asset, and off they go. And it's a tight race here. It's a close finish between 3 marbles here. It was really close. I don't think Clover Clash was part of those top 3. It was a battle between Orion, Transparent, and Alkali. Who are those 2 that moved on? Oh, it was close, but it will be Orion and Alkali that will barely take those top 2 positions and will be advancing. Man, what a very close start to our first heat here for this event. That was some jam-packed action there. Alright, next up right now, second heat, we have Cold for Kelvin Cosmos, Spectrum for Prison Pathfinders, the Skirmish for Paintballers, and Vert for Green Beans. And they are off, and it is Spectrum in the lead, and they're going to hold it here right at the finish line. And I think Skirmish for the Paintballers will be taking 2nd place. Skirmish, who was known to be the quickest one in the sprint, they were the gold medalists back in Season 2. As you see right there, Prison Pathfinders went to the right. They had to make sure they had to block the Paintballers there to see if they were going to take over 1st place. But a bit of risk and reward there, but still managed to move on with the Paintballers. Now we want Heat 3 now. We have Skyly, Camellia, Therm, and Lazuli here. For Skyrockets, Crimson Blaze, Plastic Viewers, and Azure Alchemists. Who will be the ones moving on, and they are off, and it's tight here, but it will be Skyrockets with Skyly to take the win there. And it was a close race to 2nd between Therm and Lazuli. I may need to check the replay, and I think it might be Plastic Viewers, and yes it is. Therm will just barely take 2nd over Lazuli. It was very close there, but Lazuli will be going to the 9 to 12 race. Crimson Blaze will go to the 13 to 16 race. Now, this doesn't sound really great there for Crimson Blaze. Alright, now we Heat 4. Burst, Tsunami, Tenedera, and Ramen. This is a very interesting lineup here. We had like all the Cat's Eye marbles here. All the Cat's Eye uniforms, I would say. But anyway, they're off. And it's Ramen who has the lead, and they're going to hold it to the very end there. And the Frenzy Fireworks, I believe, they will take 2nd place there. Tenedera was sadly didn't be able to get around Burst. And Tsunami didn't have quite the speed there. They just fell all the way back to 4th there, and they will go to the 13 to 16 race as Ramen and Burst will be advancing to the semifinals. And as we look around here, we have a group with 9 to 12 on the left, and looking in the middle of the screen, we have 13 to 16. And this will be the deciding placements. They will have 1 race, and whichever order they finish, that's their placements. We have the Crimson Blaze, Clover Clash, Green Beans, and the Poseidons racing in this one. And they are off. And it looks like, I think that's Verse for the Green Beans, and they're going to take it, I think, barely just over Tsunami for the Poseidons. Yeah, it's really close here, but yes, it was very tight there. Poseidons on that far right. They nearly overtook the Green Beans, and they will settle for 13th. Tsunami will take 14th. Clover for Clover Clash takes 15th. And sadly for Camellia for the Crimson Blaze, the rookie team, that's their 2nd dead last in a row. And probably more than that in total. But anyways, now we move on to our 9 to 12 race. Cold, Tenedera, Transparent, and Lazuli. Let's see which order they're going to place in. And off they go. And Transparent has a good start, and they will hold it. Very tight racing there. It was a close race for 10th. I wasn't sure who got that. I believe it might have been Lazuli or Tenedera. I'm actually not quite sure. Oh, it was close, but it was Tenedera who took 10th place there. So they will get that one. Lazuli will take 11th, and Cold for Kelvin Cosmos, our leaders in the overall standings, will have to settle for 12th. Now with those heats out of the way, we now move on to our semifinals. Skirmish, Burst, Orion, and Skyly. Which 2 marbles are going to be moving on to the finals here? Let's find out, and they are off! And it is very tight here. Skirmish and Orion pull ahead of the other two marbles, and we'll be moving on to the finals. Burst and Skyly are not going to be able to keep up with them. That means both of those two will be going to the 5th to 8th race. Yep, 3rd and 4th will be racing with each other. Same going with the second heat for the semifinals. But nicely done by Skirmish and Orion. Skirmish is on their way to possibly get a second gold medal in a row in sprint. But anyways, I'm going to semifinal 2. Alkali, Spectrum, Therm, and Ramen. Let's see who the other two are going to be here. Let's see, and they're off, and it is Spectrum and pulling ahead again. They will take another win, and they will be moving on to the finals. I wasn't sure who got second. It was between Alkali and Ramen, but oh, I think Ramen had the slight edge. Did Alkali catch up? Oh, it was close, but no, sadly they didn't catch up. It will be Ramen who takes second place for the hosts, and will also be moving on to the finals to take down Alkali and Therm. Alright, anyways, now we move on to our 5th to 8th race here with Burst, Alkali, Therm, and Skyly. Let's see which order they're going to be placing in. Let's see. And off they go. And Alkali got the best start here. And whoa! Alkali and Burst fell out of the safety gates and just bounced away somewhere. Oh boy, I hope both of them are okay, but I believe our official's going to check on them to see if they possibly sustain some injuries, but hopefully they'll be fine. But Alkali will be happily to take 5th here. Burst will take 6th. Skyly comes to 7th, and Therm for the plastic viewers will take 8th. And now we have our finals. Orion, Ramen, Skirmish, and Spectrum. 2 captains and 2 reserves here. Who are we the ones to take the goal here? Let's find out. And they are off. And it's a good start, and it is going to be Skirmish and pulling ahead, and they will hold on to it. They fell off the safety gate as well. But I believe they jumped out there. Yeah, look at them just go. They're cheering on. They're trying to get to the crowd somewhere, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. And yeah, they just decided to stay here, just cheering on for themselves and winning themselves another gold medal to them. The 2nd time in a row for the paintballers in the sprint. Congratulations to them. And it looks like our hosts, the Ramen Bombshells, will take silver thanks to their captain. And it looks like Spectrum for the Prison Pathfinders, they had gotten themselves another medal. That's their 2nd one in a row. Congrats to them as well. Orion sadly misses on the podium, hoping for a chance to get themselves another medal as well, but sadly, they weren't able to do it here. But congratulations to Skirmish once again, taking the top step of the podium in the sprint. Ramen for the Ramen Bombs gets the silver, and Prison Pathfinders with Spectrum gets the bronze. In the overall standings, the paintballs had jumped 7 spots up to 2nd place. Kelvin Cosmos still hold the lead after a bit of a bad result. Team Acid, Whimsical Stars, and the Green Bees are falling behind. Stay tuned for the 8th event, which is the Block Trials.